administration, faculty, family, and friends. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2021. When I moved to Pentwater in 2015, I was timid, reserved, and unsure of myself. I'd been spending the summers here, and my life aligned in a way that allowed me to move from my previous school and a class of over 200 students to my class here at Pentwater. Needless to say, it was a big change. I will never forget the feeling of walking through the halls for the first time, gaping at the size of the upperclassmen who seemed to tower over me. I was terrified. At that point, I had no idea what to expect from this small town, and I surely did not imagine myself standing here before all of you. Nevertheless, here we are. It has been 6 years since my move, and I can say with confidence that this town has changed my life as well as my family's for the better. Living here and attending this school has provided me with a wide range of valuable lessons. I have witnessed the residents of this town triumph through hardships with love and compassion, and as a result, I have learned the value of a close-knit community. I have turned to the wonderful teachers and staff here at Pentwater in my own times of need, and I have watched them go above and beyond in helping me find my way. Through this, I have learned empathy and understanding. I have learned that because I am fortunate enough to live in this beautiful town, when I am in need, I have an entire village to turn to for help. And when one of my neighbors is in need, I know the peace that comes as a result of helping them. Pentwater has taught me many things, but most importantly, this town gave me the chance to discover the person I am today. A person that 2015 Shelby couldn't even begin to imagine. So, thank you. When I go to describe this village to those who have yet to experience it, the first word that comes to mind is magic. How else do you describe the feeling of home as you are walking through the streets of the village? Or the comfort that comes while eating lunch after a long day at the beach? And if it isn't magic that fills your heart when you attend one of Pentwater's homecoming basketball games, then what is it? While I am a firm believer in the existence of magic, I have come to realize that the experiences I have had within this town are not a result of some inexplicable phenomenon, but rather a direct result of the people who live here. It is all of you that I have to thank for the value that I now see in the simple act of being alive. It is my family, my teachers, my classmates, my beautiful friends, and this entire community to whom I owe my gratitude. In the midst of chaos and upheaval, Pentwater held itself together and remained a light within the darkness. And now here we are. Not only are we nearing the end of this pandemic, but for me and my classmates, the end of our high school career. It is hard to summarize all of the emotions that I felt in a period of transition such as this one. Here we are, at the milestone we have been working towards for the past 13 years of our lives. For some of us, there will be no greater joy than tossing our caps and escaping the bounds of this small town. But I think that for most of us, if not all, there is at least some sense of uncertainty and reluctance. We are stepping away from a class that some of us have been a part of since preschool or kindergarten, leaving behind teachers that have watched us grow for years. We are transitioning from a world of consistency and familiarity to one of uncertainty and unknowns. And while this is no doubt terrifying, each one of us is about to step into a world of endless possibilities. Right now, we have the ability to shape the futures we dream of. Now is the time for us to look inward and to start asking ourselves the big questions. Who are we and what do we want? These are difficult questions to answer, believe me, I know. It is silly to expect any 18-year-old to have their entire life's mission figured out. But these questions have the ability to guide us through whatever life throws our way. By keeping these things in mind and acting with compassion and love before anything else, I have no doubt that each one of us can change the world. It is up to us now, and we cannot take that lightly. I myself have begun the process of pondering life's mysteries, and above all else, within the last couple of years, I have really begun to understand just how fast life passes by. It seems unfathomable that it has already been 4 years since the beginning of high school. When I express this to the adults within my life, each one, without fail, tells me it only gets faster from here. This is a scary thought. At this rate, I feel as though I'm going to blink and suddenly I'll be retired with grandkids. But I have also realized that once I do inevitably reach that point, it will be my memories that I have to look back on and to measure my life with. The moments I have had here will become a chapter in the novel that makes me, me. It may be scary to move on from this chapter to the next, but there is comfort in the knowledge that I am not really leaving anything behind. Kentwater and this community will be a part of me forever. Having said that, I'd like to remind my class that we still have a lifetime of memories to make and a lot more pages to fill. So let's slow down, breathe, and take in our surroundings every chance we get. We have to find joy within the simple things because that is where life happens. Once we begin to see the significance in every passing moment, our stories will become much more interesting. Let's not waste our time waiting for the next big milestone, because in doing so, we will miss an endless amount of magic. Once again, I would like to thank our families, teachers, friends, and the entire village of Kentwater for getting us to this point. We could not have done it without each and every one of you. Thank you.